Last June, an underrated story was that they own New York's first-round draft choice.
Yeah, and it ended up being the 9th overall pick. And that's not a bad pick for a team that's in the playoffs.
Here's Iverson. Outside Williams. Coleman, he's covered by Malone. Shoots from 12. Ostertag corrals the miss inside. That's the pick for a team in Utah that's already gifted with young talent. Getting another young blue-chip talent is a tremendous boost.
Well, you have to take advantage of those kind of draft opportunities. I mean, it's really a luxury to get to the second round of the playoffs and still be able to add players that you think can help you immediately.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. We've got Allen Iverson. He's out there with Jerry Stackhouse and Williams. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Kevin, I had a chance to talk to head coach Jerry Sloan. Right away, he told me that personally, he likes the challenge of taking on a team with the offensive firepower they have. He said, as a coach and hopefully as a player, it's fun because it forces you to think a little bit harder. And so many times that can translate into a special performance. Something we'd love to see, guys.
All right, Doris, trying to find the right matchups with that offense.
Well, that's why you try to build a versatile and deep roster so you can be ready for everything.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. Now Stackhouse. Over Hornacek. No good from Stackhouse.
Well, he can't believe that one didn't fall. Those are usually automatic.
He's guarded by Russell. Iverson outside. Launches it. And the rebound goes to Russell. Stockton with it. Leads him with the pass. And then Malone with the dunk.
Boy, when you run the fast break correctly, it's a thing of beauty.
Here's Iverson. Over Stockton. And that's not going to fall for him. Tie game in Utah. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Energy Solutions Arena in Salt Lake City. And now to start the second quarter, and so far it's been a closely contested game. Here's Stockton. Philly, given where they finished overall, did relatively well against the West.
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, 13 wins and just 17 losses, close to 500 against the West. Of all the teams in the East that didn't make the playoffs, they did have the best interconference record.
Taking a look at the 76ers, they've got Stackhouse. He's out there with Allen Iverson and Williams. He gives them the lead. And so he makes both from the line. Here's Iverson. You know, looking back at his record the year before, they played the West well back in 2009.
And I think it's because they have a team that is very athletic, Kevin. I mean, it's a team that excels pushing the basketball, playing at a high tempo. And when they can do that, they match up.
And slam down hard. Another look on the Sprite Slam Cam.
Boy, that was nice and easy. But easy's probably just the way he likes it.
Yeah, and the one-hand slam always looks nice, Clark, on the highlight reel. Here's Stackhouse. 1:26 left in the second. Over Anderson. Stackhouse, good.
He's just so gifted offensively. He's a tough guy to match up with.
And here are the Jazz now. Malone shot, good.
Great vision on display there. The pass led him perfectly to the basket. That's how you do it.
Here's Iverson. It's a kind roll off the front of the rim. Iverson's got his first 2 points of the night. Stockton against Iverson. Stockton passes to Malone. On the line, and Utah again with the bucket.
You can see that they've broken out of a bit of their shooting woes in the first quarter. I mean, they were slumping in that quarter, but they found better scoring opportunities here in the second.
Takes it up. Stackhouse, good. He's got 6.
In the first, he had trouble hitting with any consistency, but here in the second, he's turned it around.
Anderson in the post, working on Williams. Can't get it to go. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Picked up by Stockton. The dump off. Coleman, he's covered by Malone. Clock at 4. Here's Iverson. Again, Philadelphia. Here's Stockton. No point for him. From 11 feet away. What a buzzer beater.
That's simply a big-time shot right there, Kevin. To have that amount of concentration with the clock winding down is something special. A lot of players don't have that.
And the first half is now in the books.
Checking out the game Karl Malone is having. He has 8 points, and he's pulling down some big rebounds, too. Boy, he was locked in that whole half.
It's the Jazz. They lead by a bucket.
And they played a great 2 quarters out at Energy Solutions Arena, and a great game in progress for our HP halftime show. Utah with the lead against Philadelphia. A great unselfish play, pinpoint passing all around. This is good team basketball. A good start for the mailman, Karl Malone. He's got 8 points. He's not missed many shots so far. Everything's falling. And for the 76ers, also a strong start. Their defensive intensity is something to be seen. They're blocking shots left and right. A good start for Allen Iverson. Lighten up that scoreboard. He's making it ring like a pinball machine. And a look at the players leading their respective teams in scoring. They'll hope that they can keep it going in the second.
Here is Stockton. 15 road wins for the Sixers a season ago.
That's not too bad. I mean, it's not a great total, but it actually was a better number than their home record, which is hard to figure. They were a decent road team, Kevin, when you look at that number.
Brian Russell's out there with Malone. Then there's John Stockton. Then it's Jeff Hornacek and Ostertag. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Let's swing it over to Doris Burke.
Well, guys, how about the 22-year tenure of Jazz coach Jerry Sloan, the longest-running tenure in American professional sports? It's a testament to his hard work and also to an organization that understands the value of stability. Jerry Sloan said, "I tell our players, I'm going to be here and you may not." I've been real fortunate that our owner gave me the opportunity to say that. If you don't have support, you don't have a fighting chance in the NBA. What wise words, guys.
Well, I pick him in any fight, but that support helps. Thanks, Doris. No good, and they don't get the three-point play. Back to that Philly stat. It is rare in any sport, especially basketball, to have more wins on the road than at home.
I agree with you there, Kevin. I mean, it really is. It's not something you're going to brag about because the play at home was so dismal, but nonetheless, it is kind of an interesting factoid.
Ostertag against Williams.
Couldn't keep a handle on it. In these close games, you can't afford too many mistakes.
Here is Stockton. Still looking to get on the scoreboard. Iverson covering. Jeff Hornacek on the wing. It's blocked. The 76ers trailing. Here's Stackhouse. And no good. But close in that one, so he'll shoot 2.
That's a good call by the referee. There was definitely some contact on the release of the shot.
The first one falls. The Jazz making a switch. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And so here is Utah. 47 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Hornacek. Buries it from outside.
Kevin, that's just not good defense. You can't be giving players of his talent level looks like that. Come on now.
Here's Stackhouse. Good. And it's Iverson who picks up the assist. 11 points in the game.
And after that last three they gave up, you knew he was looking to get it right back.
7-second difference shot and game clock. Here's Isley. Goes up. Buries the short-range shot.
No one really contested him at the basket that time, Kevin. He's just too good in there to leave the door open for him.
And here is Iverson. 6 points for him. Off-right iron.
You got to expect more out of him here. He's had a lot of difficulty this quarter, which in turn is making it difficult for them to cut into this deficit at all.
And so this one is tightly contested as we end the third.
Checking out the game Karl Malone is having. 10 points and also a couple of rebounds. He's carrying them right now. He scored over half of their points.
Don't go away. Back in just a moment. So as we get rolling here in the fourth, let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, for our Sprite Spark. Doris, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. It's the Jazz with the Spark Award for the stretch they put together. They put a big run together in that first quarter with their tough defense and have had the lead ever since, guys.
Doris, thank you. Big scoring run there was the spark they needed.
Everything started to synergize, and once the ball was rolling, there was no stopping them.
Here's Stackhouse. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. Allen Iverson up there with Jerry Stackhouse and Williams. Stackhouse, good.
Well, I'm a little surprised to see that one fall, and I think he might be too.
And so here's Utah. Stockton outside. He dumps it off. Keefe takes it up. The basket is good. The assist from Stockton.
The defense can't do much at that point. You've got to do your work early and be preventative.
Iverson up top. He's covered by Stockton. Here's Stackhouse. Deflects the pass.
And Kev, that's only his first giveaway for the game.
Hornacek. Iverson is tagged with the reach. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Hornacek. Stockton outside. Drops. Here's Iverson. 109 left in the fourth. Lets it go from the wing. No good. And Utah the other way. Here's Russell. And 2 free throws coming up as the whistle blows. He barely missed that one. That one is on Stackhouse.
Tough interior defense means not allowing easy baskets. Good foul.
The Jazz making a switch. Off on the second. Not a lot of time to get back in this one and get it under control.
Yeah, there's no time to waste right now.
Less than 1 minute left.
Oh, that's much in the clutch. They needed that one, Kev.
One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And I love the unselfishness. It's a joy to watch. Kevin, he doesn't miss those layups often. Interior D made him think about that one.
Fires to the key. Again, Philadelphia.
Explosive offense. These two teams have been going at each other this entire game.
Utah calls timeout. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Jerry Sloan had to say to his team. He got right in the faces of his players and laid it out, saying this game is going to come down to heart. It's simple. Show me how much heart you have. We'll see how his team responds to that test, Kevin.
And making a change here, the Jazz. Stockton against Iverson. Here's Hornacek. But they'll get another chance. Iverson against Stockton. Back to Russell. Jacks up a three. The Jazz again can't hit it. Now Williams for the win. Ooh, off target. He got it up in time, but the potential game winner won't come. Time expires, and we're going to overtime.
Checking out the game Karl Malone is having. 10 points and not a bad game for him on the glass either.
Back soon here in Utah. The fourth quarter was not enough in overtime to start with the jump ball. The 76ers win tip-off to begin overtime. Pass to Iverson. To take the lead. Puts the move on. And that's laid up and in.
Kevin, that's what you expect from him. When the pressure's at its highest, with the game on the line, that's when he's at his best.
Stockton against Iverson. Back to Russell. Behind the arc. Kept alive. Another shot. Knocks it loose. Hornacek outside. They shoot again. It's Hornacek again to sing.
How much better a look do you need? Good mid-range shooter. Should have been money in the bank.
This is a crucial possession for him. A lot at stake here. And there's the intentional foul. No good on the first. Connect on number 2, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And the Jazz call time here. They trail by 3. 23 seconds left in overtime. Here's Hornacek.
Great jump on the dump inside. That's right move. Stop the clock and hope they make a mistake you can take advantage of.
Sinks the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. Perfect from the line, and it's a 5-point ball game.
With that trip to the line, he just made it a 2-possession game, Kevin.
And the Jazz call time here. They're losing by 5. 18 seconds left in overtime. Clark, what do you think?
Every second counts now. You got to score quickly, then foul.
Here is Stockton off the inbound pass, and that one's good. Stockton's got his second basket of the game. Here's Heckhouse, and there's the foul to stop the clock.
That's exactly what they need to do to stretch out this game. Smart foul there.
Gets the first. That makes it a 3-point lead. For 2, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And that'll do it, Kevin. Those last free throws were the icing on the cake.
Hornacek on deep. Weatherspoon gets the board inside. Iverson right side. So it's the 76ers taking the win in a close game. An impressive victory in overtime after an exciting end in regulation.
You know what? In a long game, fatigue can sometimes affect every aspect of play. They didn't look tired at all to me.
Thanks for joining us for this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. For Doris Burke and the whole crew and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying see you next time. But first, let's check out the Jordan Brand player of the game.